Hey everyone, it's me. And today I'm going to be talking about two things. More or less, two things. So, first thing, I'm really sorry I didn't make a video on Wednesday. Pretty busy day Wednesday. I had my name change. And so I am legally Lee Nicholas Baker. And I am ecstatic about it. It's just, it feels so good to know that I'm finally, being recognized as who I am. And it's a wonderful feeling. Along with that, today I had a gender therapy meeting, and my therapist told me that when I go for my endocrinology appointment, which is on the 11th, that I will more than likely get a prescription for testosterone, and I will get blood work done, that's definite. And so they're going to teach me how to self-inject the testosterone, and then when the blood work comes back, they'll tell me my dosage and how often I inject, and it's just great, because I thought that, I would be getting on testosterone, I would be getting my prescription after 2 or 3 appointments with my endocrinologist, but I get this news today that I'm going to get it on the first appointment, and everything is going so fast and all at once, and I couldn't be happier about it, honestly. It's just, this is right. I know that. And I'm so glad that this is finally happening. I've waited so long for this. And it's happening faster than I thought it would, and that's great. And I'm ecstatic. And there's just so much, happiness, going on right now. And, we're working on, changing my name changing my name, at school and on all my other documentation. So, soon I will be recognized everywhere as Lee Nicholas Baker, and that's so great. It's so great. And so there's the first part of today's video. The second part, I finally wanted to get around to discussing the 3 most important, my personal opinion, the most important movies that are coming out soonish. And that is Stonewall, The Danish Girl, and About Ray. For those of you who don't know, Stonewall is about the Stonewall riots that happened in New York in the 80s, I believe. Maybe the 70s. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I do know. I just don't remember off the top of my head right now. The Danish Girl is about a trans woman, and About Ray is about a trans boy. So, because I am a trans boy, I'm going to start with About Ray. all of these movies are problematic. I'm going to say that right now. Okay? But I'm going to be seeing 2 of 3 of them. I will be seeing About Ray and The Danish Girl. So, About Ray is problematic in the sense that they have casted a cisgendered girl to play a trans boy. So, yeah. Yeah, that's problematic to me. Having cis people play a trans person, it's not always the greatest. It doesn't give trans people correct representation, and it's taking away opportunities from real trans actors. But while it is problematic, there are some reasons why I understand why they would have casted a cis girl. In this, Ray is supposed to be a pre-testosterone, pre-op, completely, trying to come out to his family trans guy. So it's basically about his life, coming out to his family and dealing with that, and just going through with his transition. And if you put a trans guy in the situation that that is happening in this movie, there is a lot of there's misgendering in it. There's some problematic phrasing, like a boy who was born in a girl's body. I can understand why they wouldn't cast a trans boy because of these reasons. It would cause a lot of discomfort and gender dysphoria for them, and that's the same reason with The Danish Girl. Eddie Redmayne is playing the Danish Girl, and I just recently saw the trailer, and it looks like his character, his wife, had him dress up in a dress and was like, oh, this feels right. And then he goes out dressing in, I don't want to call it drag, but it's kind of drag, because he's not saying that he's a girl at that point. So he's out going around in drag, and then eventually comes to terms with being transgender, like a trans girl, I think. I don't know. And I understand why they again would be casting a cisgendered guy to play a trans girl. Yes, there are trans women who are actors, like Laverne Cox, but putting a trans woman in the place that Eddie Redmayne is playing, it's again just going to cause a lot of discomfort. So, I mean, in some aspects in casting it is problematic, but I understand where they're coming from and why they wouldn't. It's more or less just the safety and the comfort of the actors. And I completely back that. And I do not back Stonewall for what they're doing. to the extent of my knowledge, the first brick thrown in the Stonewall riot was by a trans woman of color. And what they have, who they have throwing the first brick in the movie is a white cisgendered gay man. This is supposed to be like a documentary. And to me, that's not okay. If anyone thinks I'm contradicting myself here, I don't feel like I am. They've done a lot of whitewashing, they've done a lot of cis-washing. A lot of the early activists were trans women of color, and they have been replaced by white cisgendered men. And that's problematic. So because of that, I will not be seeing Stonewall. In hindsight, yes, it seems very cool. I would like to watch a movie or a documentary about Stonewall, because it was a big point in the LGBTQ history. But because of how they portray this, I don't want to support that. And with the Danish Girl and about Ray, they are trying. And I will be seeing those because they are trying. And I understand, as a trans boy myself, being put into a situation when I have to explain, like, my gender to someone else. It causes a lot of discomfort. And I wouldn't wish that on any other trans person, honestly. Even if it was for a movie, it's going to cause a lot of discomfort and dysphoria. So, I mean, yeah. That's about where I'm going to stop for today. Short video for normal, I guess. Again, I apologize for this being a day late. I should just stop promising when I'm going to make videos, because I screwed up. So I guess just start expecting my videos on Friday to the weekend. Alright. See you guys.